All right, back with some more Lowheat. An interesting pair today that the lady copped. She's been going on a tear lately, like sneakers left and right. It's almost a problem, but she's buying them for the most part. Like I only sometimes I'll buy her a pair, but she's buying them, so I can't really say much. Her money, and then I get to do unboxings of them, so that's dope. So here we go. As you already know by the title, we have a pair of Air Force Ones. And even though Air Force Ones aren't my main shoe, I've been growing on them. I haven't liked them my whole life, and then just recently, my adult past few years here, I've grown to like them. Especially these. Go figure. One of my favorite pairs that I own are these, and they're Air Force Ones. So today we'll see what we think about these. We have the women's Air Force One '07 Premium in sale, dark marina blue, size 7, her size. And are these? No, these are unisex. She just got them in women's sizing. So yeah, let's take a look. You got the old school box. Old school box was kind of dope. So let's see. Here's the grand unveiling. These should be. I'm struggling for another word of interesting, but we'll see when we open them. Oh man, I'm digging these already. I mean, definitely guys or girls or whoever can wear these, but like, I definitely dig these. I could see a lot of girls, women pulling these off with the poppies. Again, it's 2022. Guys can like flowers on their shoes. I have flowers on my shoes, on my Air Force Ones. But I'm just saying, I think these will look dope on a variety of people. As you can see, a variety of materials, stitching techniques. This is just really cool sneaker on first impression. I'll bring out the other pair. So these are the LA. These are titled the LA Flea as a nod to Los Angeles flea markets, which there are, a considerable amount. You got the Pasadena flea market, the Rose Bowl flea market in Pasadena. You have the one on Melrose by Supreme. You have and the hundreds and all those shops on Fairfax, the Fairfax flea market. You have one in Venice I just went to, and I picked up this really cool piece. I'll get back to the shoes in a second. Stick around. Please subscribe while you're at it. I got this dope bootleg Nike, vintage Nike. You got single stitching here. I was just at the Venice flea market and picked this up, and so it's kind of appropriate that we open these sneakers. As you can see, it's not a Nike tag. It's an XL, just generic tag. Good wear on it, but in decent condition. I think there's a tiny pinhole there, but Nike Air on the front, and then you got a small hit on the back. Paid $35 for this. Let me know if you think that's a good deal or if I got ripped off. I thought it was like fair. I think that's what this would go for on eBay, probably $35. Maybe I could make a little bit more, but I'm excited to. Cool pickup, I thought. Let me know if you think the same. If you're like, oh, that's trash. Don't let me know that. That hurt my feelings, low key. So let's look at the details a little bit more. So you have this canvas toe box here, and then this horizontal stitched canvas, slightly different on the top. Big wide cross stitching there, and this very interesting patterned canvas there. You have this is the same. Okay, so I haven't done an unboxing of it yet, but this is the same type of swoosh that is this wool swoosh that's on the Jackie Robinson Dunk Lows that just came out. And then you have the threads exposed here, but this is very similar. Maybe they use the same material, same cloth. It's like the same blue stitch and material and everything. So maybe they repurposed, did a bulk buy on this material and then used it across multiple shoes. Yeah. You have the poppies here embroidered. It's a known flower in California, native flower to California. You have all these mini swoosh, if you can tell, mini swooshes on the heel tab there, Nike Air. You got a cool insole there, Los Angeles, and the poppy flower there. That's a really cool insole. On the tongue, another different type of embroidery still, or stitching still. We have Nike Air Force One Anniversary Edition. So this is the 40th anniversary. This year is the 40th anniversary of the Air Force One, and they've been doing a variety of things. Nothing like huge in my opinion, but they've been doing some really cool things with Air Force Ones in the last few years. I know, OG Air Force heads will think they've done things throughout its existence. But for me, who's not a Air Force One fan, who's just much more casually observes what they do with Air Force Ones, I think they've been doing a lot of dope things. There's been a lot of interesting ones, and again, I'm not a huge Air Force One guy, and for me to think like, oh, that's cool how they've done either color blocking, colors, materials. Again, I don't think the rollout for the 40th anniversary has been amazing. They did those retro Air Force Ones recently, and like I saw a lot of people complaining that the materials weren't very premium. They're basically just a white on white Air Force One with some detail switch ups and a toothbrush. But other than that, I've been very tempted here and there to buy a pair of Lowheat. I just, these have never, if you watch my other Air Force One unboxings, this has never been an athletic shoe to me. And even though I'm now in my mid to late 30s, I don't need to like do cuts on the playground. I've always played soccer, tennis, skateboarded, and for me, none of these shoes could do that at a moment's notice. They're just, the huge midsole, a little chunkier. They just haven't had an athletic silhouette. Not that I needed performance shoes all the time, just that I needed a slimmer model I thought looked better on me. But I'm coming around on these. And then, I've saved the most obvious thing for last, is this wide lace, which a lot of custom sneaker designers have been using thick lacing like this, knotted cord rope lacing to switch up shoes and do customs. And I feel like the people at Nike have taken notice, the designers, and have copied a little bit, because they list in the comments out other Nike shoes and sneakers that have thick lacing. I know there's probably a couple, maybe a pair of Dunks that I'm thinking of, but not many. But this is definitely a trend among custom sneaker designers, and I feel like it's being used here in these LA Fleas. I really like the shoe. It'll be interesting to see what the lady thinks. I know she was really stoked to look at these in pictures, and I think when she has them in hand, she'll like them even more. Let's give these a grade. Not a collaboration, but that's okay. It doesn't, just sometimes collaborations get bonus points. Very clean shoe. I think this will pair well with a lot of stuff, a lot of earth tones, blue, orange. This will go with a lot. Get dirty probably easily, but that's okay. It's a lot of off-white stuff. Just the sole will get dirty. I'm surprised, actually, now talking about the sole, that they didn't do the pre-vintage, pre-aged. It's slightly cream, it's a cream, it's a off-white. Maybe it's sale, maybe the midsole sale, but for a flea market vintage type aesthetic, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do the yellowing. I'm glad they didn't, because all this stuff on top would be too much. So it's a nice offsets the upper, but I am a little surprised since that's such a trend now. Anyways, I think I really like these. I think I'm gonna give these a high 7s, maybe even 8. Should I give these an 8 out of 10? I think I'm gonna give these an 8 out of 10 for all the different materials used here, the patterns, and the laces. I like the colors on these. A nice nod to LA flea markets. I really like these. I'm giving these an 8 out of 10. There you have it. Let me know in the comments what you think of these. Let me know what you think of how Nike's been rolling out Air Force Ones recently. If you like all the releases, think they could be doing more for the 40th anniversary, and what your latest Air Force One pickups are. And while you're at it, please hit that subscribe button. I got more Lowheat videos coming out very soon.